I'm Obama. Hey.
Valorant gifted a tier 1 sub to Chandelierbing.
Yes, Cinemarxism is CIA.
Valorant gifted a tier 1 sub to Mattis Whack.
Yo, Sir Timo, thank you for blowing me up, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Valorante Child Game, also.
Valorant gifted a tier 1 sub to Eternal_Delta.
Timo, thank you for the 15 gifted, bro. How's it going, chat? Running out of time. All right, listen. You listening to this, chat? This tripped me out so much when I first listened to the Magdalena Bay album. This is Magdalena Bay. This is not Yachty. But immediately I heard the song. I was like, I know this song. I'm so familiar with the Yachty like album. And I was like, this is the same instrumental. Like, what the fuck? And then I looked it up. I looked at Yachty's like credits list, and Magdalena Bay wrote that song from Yachty. And so basically, it's just like two songs being used twice. You guys hear it, right? You hear it, right? Cheesy Bread with the tier 3. Thank you so much, buddy.
Cinemarx Gold Shower.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fuck, dude, I've been loving music lately, chat. W for loving music. You know when you get in those moods where you're just like, ah, fuck, everything I put on, I'm like fucking vibing to. You know what I mean? Just it's a good mode to be in. It's a good mode to be in. It feels nice. Yeah, W music for sure. It looks a little dark. Used to hit me way more often. Yeah, me too. Me too. And honestly, like I think Twitch like really hit my love of or my music listening a lot. And also like COVID, just like not being in the car and not going places. You know what I mean? But yeah, I listened to this on the plane, this Magdalena Bay album, flying back to LA for the holidays. And I was fucking vibing so hard. Oh my God. I was like, just like, I was in the seat, like, hands in the air. No, I'm just kidding. I raved out my room the other day. I'll throw on pretty lights sometimes when they stream too. Oh yeah, dude, it was fun. Yeah, it was great. Anyway, chat, how was your New Year's Eve? Anybody do anything fun? I had a good time. I had a really good night, actually. Last night, I know I said I was gonna stream because I didn't have any plans, but plans got made. Okay, I demoed half a closet. W. Love is everywhere. Cool. So yeah, let me tell you about my night last night. I hung out yesterday, played my first real like full day back in LA. I woke up very late. We did a late night stream on Monday, I guess. So I woke up late, kind of hung out all day, didn't really do much. Oh yeah, wait, we went to Costco yesterday. That's what we did. So we went to Costco, hung out, came back, got a bunch of groceries and stuff, And then we went to a bar in Glendale that had karaoke. We did not do karaoke, but we went to the bar that had karaoke. And I hung out with Tofu and Mari and Becca. It was really fun, and I love those people to death. I just love any time I get to spend with them. They're so cute and special and awesome. It was really fun and awesome to hang out with them. Yeah, so hopefully, not to leak anything, and also no pressure. No pressure. Whenever Tofu is ready to come back, we're all gonna be there to support her. Of course, but little leaks. She seems like she might be back sometime soon. So very soon, maybe. So keep an eye out. That'll be a big W. Yeah. So I rang in the new year. We counted down with Tofu and Mari. Had a good time, and I was also like hitting up other streamers, hitting up other people to try to hang out. One of the people I hit up or I was talking to was Vio. And Vio told me last night about this little party up in the hills of LA, hosted by a person named Ethan Nestor. And so I was not formally invited by anybody who's like owned the house, but Vio was like, "Yo, like if you here's a link here, yada yada, and then so at like midnight, 12:15, we left the bar, and I was kind of like, you know what, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna be bold. I'm just gonna go to this party. Fuck it. And so Becca drove me to the party, and it was incredible. I was really nervous before I went in because I didn't know if they're gonna have security or some shit. Like I didn't know. Like I could see the guest list, okay, and I knew there's gonna be like a lot of the big streamers and everybody on YouTube in LA. Like this is kind of the spot to be. So I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I belong here. I was pretty like nervous to show up, just a little old me. But it was awesome because I walked in the door and immediately like 5 people that I knew from the streaming space were there and were like, "Oh my God, Brett, like welcome." They were so happy to see me. So it was just really great. I felt very at home. Very, very, like it was a really great night. I got to, hanging out with Mike and Vio, hung out with Scootish a bunch, hung out with Frogan a bunch. Just like good friends, good folks. Like it was great. It was honestly a really great night. It was a beautiful night. Yeah, it was awesome. So, really, really like I genuinely do really love the streaming community that I know in LA, of those people, and like it was cool. I felt loved. I felt like refreshed socially, and yeah, ready to start the new year. So yeah, went home, got home safe, went to bed, woke up, slept in, woke up late. Now we're here. We're chilling. New Year's resolution. I am before everybody gets in here, I will be participating in Dry January. And I want to say that on stream. I do like me some alcohol. And I think it's time I take a little break. I think it's time we account for our lives and cut out the things that are not doing us service. I'm getting fat. I'm getting fat from all the alcohol. But also it's like, yeah, every time I go home, my family likes to drink. My family likes to drink. I like to drink. So there's a lot of drinking involved with being back in KC. And like, yeah, so we're doing a dry January. I mean, luckily flowers are dry. You know what I mean? We're doing California sober. All right. Yeah, but I'm. It's gonna be hard. Truthfully, it's like not easy for me to stop drinking, but something that I really need. And so, we'll start with January. We'll start with tonight. How about that? We'll start with tonight, and then tomorrow I'll start with tomorrow, and then you know what I mean? One day at a time, baby. One day at a time. And hell yeah, VCC TV. 656 days soberino. That's fucking sick. That's fucking sick. Yeah, but hey, listen, this is what's beautiful. We got a community here. If you need help, ask. Should we start like a resolution accountability Discord channel or something like that? I think that kind of sounds nice. I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, just post in there. If you need help, if you're feeling like you're struggling with it, just reach out in the Discord. Reach out in this new channel. This is a channel for people to post their goals and for everybody to and for everyone to support each other. Or ask for support in your goals. I think that's a good idea. Let me make sure everybody can see it. Wait, what the fuck? Our roles are kind of like fucking scuffed. Like we don't have a role that I can just click and it includes everybody. I don't know why. I don't know. Our Discords are fricked up. Anyway, we got a good stream for you tonight, chat. We got a bunch of. We're just gonna be doing some reacts. It's public now. Cool, thank you. You created it as a private channel. Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you. It's public now? Okay, sick. Yeah, anyway, my stream playlist has just been getting so fucking full. Lots of shit that I wanted to watch that we never got around to. So that's what we're going to be working through tonight. We also got a few news stories we're going to be covering. I'm not going to be covering the 2 separate terrorist attacks which happened today and last night. Obviously, I feel like, that was like very, very extensively covered by Grimlow, Hassan. If you guys want that coverage, I highly recommend you go check out their streams from today. Obviously, horrifying what happened in New Orleans. Super sad. Super, super sad. I don't want to. I don't want to cover it. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow we'll talk about it. Right now, I don't feel like talking about that. Outside of like maybe just like to say that, unfortunately, this is another day in this moment of American history in which political violence is only going to get more and more common. So this is what it's going to look like. It's going to look like stuff like this. It's going to look like a lot of different things, So, yeah, my heart goes out to everybody affected by that in New Orleans. I don't think were there casualties in Vegas? If anybody was affected by that in Vegas, my heart goes out to them also. So one casualty, yeah, that's so sad. Just the driver. Oh, wait, the driver was in the car when it. Okay, well, we're not gonna get into any of that. He was in the car. The fuck? I didn't even know that. That's wild. That's actually wild. Anyway, yeah, it's fucking bleak, guys. I don't know what to say. You know what's not bleak? This guy hitting this fucking awesome wave in Santa Cruz. Wait, can you hear? No. Damn. Bro, look at this. Yo, what up, Squiggles? Yeah, it was a great time. A 108 feet tall? The size of an 11-story building? Yeah, I've watched that. I've watched that Northbound Train. Becca and I watched that. Becca's really into surfing, so we watched that HBO series. 86 feet? No, this was they just broke it back. 108 feet in the Bay Area in Santa Cruz. That's crazy. Like, if you fall in that wave, you're just dead, right? You're just dead, right? That's like gonna just like rip you in half. I've done 110, but there were no cameras, sadly. Ah, bummer. Yeah. That's what that documentary, a lot of that documentary is about, that like the dynamic between the person on the jet ski And like, because the surfers are putting their lives on the, in that, they're putting their lives on the line, and so are the jet skiers. To be fair, like they could die too. It's very, very dangerous, and they do it like it's like a fucking, like it's a science. Like they are doing it very, very, very calculated, very, very carefully. He's a construction worker? Damn, dude. W working people. W construction workers. Also, yeah, how do you like the wave's not there anymore? Nori out of horny jail. Let's go. How do you know how do you measure it? Sheesh, dude. Okay, next video, a short one. A short one. We have Eden. Peden. Help me do a shout out for Peden. I can never type her name. I don't know how do I get it wrong every time? But Eden posted this video titled Coming Out, and we are so incredibly happy for her. Please go show some love. Please go show some love for Eden. Eden's a friend. We met at TwitchCon and have like gone to some game like arcades in LA and stuff with Mari and Tofu. Really beautiful to see this, this blossom. Really beautiful. Let's check it out. Let's listen. Let's hear from Eden herself. Me. From Family Guy. Yeah, because we were being taught about it from Family Guy and South Park. For sure. This is so true. True. Aw. Mm. Lucky she is only 25? What do you mean? Why do you say that? What up, himbo? W. Eden. We love self-realization. We love self-actualization. We love trans people. We fucking love trans people. W. Eden. I'm really happy for her and this new development and this new moment in her life. It's so beautiful. Trans people rule. Trans people rule. Speaking of trans people, there is a little bit of a story that I want to share with you guys, okay? Because a friend of mine who goes by the name Precious Child, that is her name. She is a musician, and she made a track called Modern Major Criminal, and had a music video for it and everything like that. And in the past few days has been targeted by Nancy Mace. And YouTube like took down her video. It's just like a really gross example of like state censorship. I am trying I'm trying to get her on the stream tonight. Might be able to make it work. I'm just kind of waiting back to hear back. But if it doesn't happen, maybe I'll save this story to talk about until she's ready to come on. What up, Arun? How's it going? But yeah, we'll see how we can help and how we can figure this out. Yeah, I think actually I will save this story until we are ready to have her on. In the meantime, we have another good documentary. This one by Novara Media. It came out like 4 days ago. It's titled "Meet the Socialist Rifle Association." Yo, AK, what's up? Happy New Year. It's been a while, AK. Where you been, bro? Bro, they got a British guy to do this? They got a British guy to do this? You didn't say Happy New President. You only say Happy New Year. Who the fuck says Happy New President? And first off, we don't have a new president. Joe Biden is the president. It's very old president. There is no new president. Not yet, dude. Yo, not Hef. Thank you so much for the tier 1.
Half a year of Brett your PTHX for all the fun, learning, and entertainment.
PTHX for all the fun, learning, and entertainment.
Let's go. Yo, sorry. Thank you for the tier 1. 13 months. Let's fucking go.
Abolish the police. I'm done. I'm done. Our
1312.
prison's obsolete. I'm an anarchist. I'm never taking a shower again. Abolish the fucking police.
1312.
Bro. The giant Emma Goldman head. Let's go. True. There are a bunch of SRA flyers in my neighborhood for their knitting club, and it's great to see. Socialist Rifle Association, join our knitting club. That's fucking awesome. I love that. I love that. By the way, chat, it's the last day for the bonus gifteds, Valorante. This stream is sponsored by Valorante. So it's the last day to get the bonus thing. So if you can't afford it, gifting helps so much. Gifting, you know, five subs, 10 subs helps a lot, and those will be added on to that. It's a bonus. Also, it's my first day of 70-30 split, baby. So all your money is going more into my pocket and less into Twitch's pocket. Fucking huge W. I agree. It's not something that you should. And like, I'm low key like very sus of people who make like guns their entire personality, and like, you know, on the left, like people who are like, you know, this is the main thing we have to be organizing for, like revolution right now. It's like, okay, well, there's a lot of steps in between there, and also a lot of people that are suffering that need your help. Like care should, and love and care should be the main driving force of all your activism from the very beginning. But also, we've done gun streams on this channel before, and it's something that, you know, I think is important. So like, I do think groups like this should exist 100%. Yeah, exactly. Bungalow Bill with the 20 gifted, and then we got 4 extras.
Hawkeye.
4 extra gifted, 24 total. Holy shit. Thank you, Bungalow Bill.
Bungalow Bill,
thank you so much.
A tier 1 sub to Cake 3340.
I'm Obama.
Oh god, the 20 gifteds.
Bungalow
The alerts, the 20 gifted alerts. Oh no. Oh god, oh no.
Senior Marxism is CIA.
Bungalow
Oh god, oh no.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Cubby Wolf.
Yes, Senior Marxism is CIA.
Fuck.
Bungalow Bill 13 gifted a tier 1 sub to Coup Rage.
Oh, what the fuck?
Bungalow Bill 13 gifted a tier 1 sub to Jenna.
Wait, I don't even have my alert.
Yes, Senior Marxism is
I need to fix that. Hold on.
Bungalow.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to
No, I already have them for everything else violins. I just never, for some reason, 20s. I don't have a 20. I have like 25. I think I have 5, 10, 25, but I don't have 20. So every time it's 20, it's like it glitches it out. Yeah, exactly, Felcher. That's where I'm at too. Like they shouldn't be like, yeah, guns are fun. I have fun shooting guns. Like I think it's a very useful skill to like develop within yourself. You know, being able to protect yourself, especially with like what's coming in the future. I think it matters 100%. 100% matters, and it's like, you know, but also it's like it's not a requirement. If you're not into guns, there will be many other like useful things that you can do in the movement, even in a revolutionary moment, even in a moment where, you know, our safety is being like directly threatened by the right wing. There will be plenty of things you can do. But if you are interested, developing those skills in yourself is very useful, and I think is like a good thing. But also like they should be treated with the seriousness that they are. Like and you should never want to like do harm to another person. Like, you know, it's a last resort, and like obviously like, yeah, doing harm to somebody in that way like would be unbelievably horrifying. And like you know, I think people who look at that like giddily need to get checked up. You know, like they need to be called in and they need to get checked out. Right. True. AK. Yeah, Brett. My schedule is definitely intensified since winter break. I've spent too much time with family and friends to be on here. I have 5 classes this coming semester too, so don't be upset if I don't be coming on here. I do enjoy my time here, but the time is simply not there for me. I've got a girl too now, so my time is even more scarce. Please understand my absence. It's all good, AK. It's all good, AK. You can come back. It's an open door, baby. Come and go as you want. You know what I mean? Do not show your girl on my stream though, because she will leave you. If you show my girl your girl my stream, she's gone, dude. She's gone. I'm yoinking your girl, dude. Nah, I'm proud of you, AK. Yeah, I hope your classes are very good because you know you got a lot to learn, my friend. Yo, turn on TTS. It is on. It's $2. No, we joke. We joke. You know we love you, AK. You know we love you, bro. Ghost Rider loves all equally. True. Yeah, Maltese. It's Akira Kurosawa. No. Yeah, you're right. It's Assault Keifel. Damn, bro. This guy said parenti. This guy said parenti. Also, even the cover art is yellow. The cover art is yellow. I don't know how to ask this, but didn't the marshals assassinate an anti-fascist who shot someone in self-defense? The right to self-defense doesn't belong to leftist or non-white people in general in the mainstream. So how do you address that? Well, I think that's kind of like that. That is like a big like. That's a good question. It's a good question. To me, the answer is we don't do things as individuals, and that's what happens when you do things as individuals, right? If you do things as a collective, as a group of like thousands of people, it's a lot harder for the police to target any one person and like attack them like that. But yes, that did happen. You are correct. Michael Reynolds, yeah. Yeah, and he was like defending his girlfriend who was disabled, if I remember correctly. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm not criticizing Michael's like actions or anything, or justifying what happened to him. Neither of those things should be done. However, yeah, I think this is what you can't take like the answer to socialism or like the road to socialism or the road to like to action or to liberation is not one. It's not individual like actions and like adventurism. It's collective action. And this is a aspect of collective action, like being able to defend ourselves collectively. You know what I mean? Um, but I don't think it's like I don't really think it's like more Luigi's is what we need. We need more mass movements that are more radical and are willing to escalate and willing to like attack power structures at their base and like actually drive change in the world. Does that make sense? Also, speaking of Luigi, chat, I've decided 2025's first gaming arc is going to be grinding the character Luigi in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate to Elite Smash. I've never played Luigi really. Luigi is a weird character. He's fun. He's weird. And I've decided we're going to grind Luigi to Elite Smash however long it takes. I'm playing Smash until I get him into Elite Smash. All right. Starting tonight. No, not Melee. Ultimate. What up, King Henry? How's streaming been going? Dude, it's going great. Going great, AK. We accomplished all of our goals in 2024 and more. We're getting a 70-30 split on all revenue. You know, I'm getting my money up a little bit. I'm certainly not rich by any means. I'm no Hassan, but you know, we're doing okay. Bro, this guy is a fucking nerd, dude. He just keeps bringing up sources, man. I'm way more interesting than you guys. That's true, Ega. You should start streaming. Oh yeah, 100% Nate King. I agree with that, Nate King. Yeah. Yeah, Himbo. I was given in my first gun by my grandfather when I turned 13. It was like a little 22. Yep. I grew up around them a lot, actually. Shooting rifles. I didn't shoot a handgun until like later on in life, but yeah. I've shot a lot. I'm a good shoot too. I'm a good shot. If you didn't see the handgun stream, hopefully we have an edit of that coming out sometime soon. Maybe this week, maybe next week. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I think this is like the main point, Nate King, is that like there is nobody that will come and save you. Like, if you haven't like internalized the idea that like cops are not there to keep you safe, that we are not like, we have nobody to like call. There's nobody else, and so it's just you. Like, if you haven't internalized that, then I can understand why like guns are scary to you. But like, if you do internalize this truth, this fact that the police are not there to protect you, that nobody's coming to save you, then I think you have a different understanding of guns. And like, yeah, I do think like, having escape routes, having a plan Z of like, and even I think also it's like having a clear line, like thinking in advance about like, okay, well, if this happens, or like what needs to happen for me to seriously buy a ticket and leave the country for a while. You know what I mean? AK, will you shut the fuck up? Stop trying to get yourself timed out and just chill out. We're having a conversation over here and you're just yapping. Shut the fuck up or talk about what we're talking about. We're literally talking about right-wing shit too. Aren't you a Republican? You can't talk about guns? You know? Fake ass Republican for real, dude. Well, this is such hog friendly content. What's an example of a thing that would make you leave the country for a bit, and what places would you think about going? Mexico for sure is top of my list. Socialist government. She's also like, Scheinbaum has like explicitly said that she would like take in like asylum seekers. Also cheap, good food. I would love to live in Mexico. Now the other question you had is a very good question. Like, what's an example of a thing that would make you that would make you leave the country? Like, if I mean, if leftists on the internet who are in our spaces started being targeted by lawsuits or by like state repression, if I felt like that was like a risk of me of happening to me, if I think it here's the thing, if it gets to a point where it's like I either have to like stop talking about this shit for my own safety, you know what I mean? If I can no longer do this stream in the way that we are doing it right now because it's a risk to me or my family's safety, like I would probably leave the country. You know? Like if we start being targeted, yeah. Also, like, yeah, two base is true too. Like riots boiling over to armed skirmishes, yeah, rounding up of dissidents. You know,
Yes. Cinemarxism is CIA.
Bersilium, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Paying forward that shit. Let's go.
We have given 50 gift subs in the channel.
Don't leave, just switch sides. You act like that's gonna protect any of us, dude. Also, I don't hate trans people or, you know, like suck Elon Musk's dick. Yeah, so I don't think that's gonna happen. When it comes to learning firearms for self-defense with the concept of the cops not coming to help you, how do you address what use of force is worth it? Because the cops are still going to come after you for self-defense. Do you see the firearms training aspect as something that helps pre or post collapse, for lack of a better way of describing it? I think it helps always. And it's also like, you know, we're talking about a moment where, yeah, you should speak to a lawyer. This is not legal advice at all. But what we're talking about is like, you know, somebody directly threatening your life. You know? It's also like you're hoping to de-incentivize or like deter people. Yes, just like showing a gun is enough to like end a lot of conflict also, you know? You know what I mean? Yeah, deterrence. That's the word I was trying to find. But yeah, I mean, listen, like, again, like using a gun against a person is never going to be a good thing. And yeah, of course, it's going to start a whole fucked up legal situation. 100%, dude. You know, like it's not something to be taken lightly at all. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't know the skills and you shouldn't have, you know, the ability. And what the fuck is that question, Himbo? Of course not. Of fucking course not. Chill, dude. Oh yeah, well, we're way past that, Paluki. You know, we're way past that. Wait, they don't have safeties? A lot of handguns don't. No. Most guns have at least two safeties. No, a lot of handguns don't have safeties though. Like, to be fair. There's like a decent amount of handguns who don't have a safety. Yeah. Glocks barely have one, right? That's what I mean. AK's in here like, no way that this guy who I've been harassing since he had 10 viewers is in here with 200 other anarchists. There's no way. Brett's the only real anarchist. Yeah. I love that. Bro loves you. I know. We love each other. Yeah, if you link it, sorry, I'll add it. Yeah, Mr. Perry, I'm basically on the same wavelength. Like, I don't consider myself an anarchist. However, a lot of my activism is like uh the history of anarchism. You know, like I prefer mutual aid to like electoralism as like a political strategy at this very moment. I have done a lot of electoralism too, like a lot of like organizing for public office and shit. But it's just not what I'm like focused on right now. I support the justice system. Yeah, I don't at all. So, um, yeah, I think it's a complicated conversation. I also think like we like I don't think like removing the structures of like a government is like going to necessarily result in like a more just society. I think we need like we are going to need like especially for like an abolitionist point of view, we really will need badly like very very intense government structures. um like we will need like really like we need to take care of people and like yeah, and some kind of societal formation, yeah, for sure. Yeah, however, I am always skeptical of hierarchy. I think we should all be skeptical of hierarchy and like, yeah. Yeah, two based. I think that's a. You're right. You're representing my ideologies like pretty well. I also just don't really like labels. I don't think you should be putting so much value on like labeling your ideology and like putting like fences around what you believe and like staking exactly like where your politics are at all times. Like I can respond to every moment as it's happening, and like I do have my own like political like leans, obviously, but it's not. Yeah, it's not something that you should be like dogmatic about. Like I think like dogmatism and like being like hyper, this is what I believe in. I'll never, and I fucking hate anybody who is a Trotskyist or you know what I mean. That shit sucks. That shit sucks and it's lame and it's not gonna help you in organizing ever. Like genuinely, that will never be useful to you in organizing. It's way better to just meet an individual person wherever they are than to be like, which generation of of Soviet policy do you most support? Hmm? It's so stupid. It's so fucking dumb. Eating red meat makes you more conservative. It's true. And then once you're conservative, your dick is bigger. We know, AK. We know, AK. We must have lines. 2Base, shut up. Shut up, 2Base. Trotskyists are dope. Trotskyists are fine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Arlantasias, I agree with that 100%. You're telling me you'll eat fried spiders and bugs, but red meat is a no-no? What do you mean? I eat red meat all the time. I like steak. I like burgers. I like steaks. My schedule has intensified since winter break, and I've spent too much. God damn it! Why did I start reading that? Actually, you leave chat alone for 5 minutes. Yeah, look at this. See, what would we do without AK? This is why AK, you got to come back and never change. Break up with that girl. Stay single. Drop out of school. Watch my stream only full time. I'll pay you.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking
Yeah,
point.
Brett, my
Anonymous
schedule has
tip
definitely
$2.
intensified,
Yeah,
and
Brett,
since
my
winter
schedule
break,
has
I've
definitely
spent too much
intensified,
time
and
with
since
family
winter
and
break,
friends
I've
to be
spent
on
too
here.
much
I have
time with
5
family
classes
and
this
friends to
coming
be on
semester
here.
too.
I have
So
5
don't be
classes this
upset
coming
if I don't
semester
be
too.
coming on
So
here.
don't be
I do
upset
enjoy
if
my
I don't
time
be
here,
coming on
but
here. I do enjoy my time here, but
Why is it doing that? Why am I getting double alerts? Thank you for the dono, Anonymous. Sorry I couldn't read any of that. What the fuck? What is wrong with my alerts? True. Here, I'll be right back. Sorry, chat. Okay, I'm so sorry. I had to do some shit. My bad. Here's my reacts of the whole last part. A civil war, I think we're actually like pretty far away from. I also think not because like the state won't be violent and like the you know, like the political violence in America is just like blood will not continue to fester and escalate. That will happen. That is the future that we are almost guaranteed to be living through. We won't have a civil war because if there were militant groups, militias, or like anything, any kind of force significant enough to genuinely challenge any kind of, you know, like power structures in America, that shit would be drone bombed and like rooted out with the most extreme force that we could ever imagine. Yeah, the U.S. military is F-35s. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You know, like I don't think that's like a realistic thing. That's gonna happen. Two ways. That assumes the military doesn't split. That's not a bad point, but I find it highly unlikely. The military is probably more ideologically like centered in its like conservatism and support for Trump and the rise of fascism than it's ever been. You know what I mean? I don't see that happening personally. The officer class is libs, yeah, the woke officers. But libs are not going to take up arms against the United States government. I hate to tell you this. Wait, how can you be an officer and ANCAP? I mean, I know ANCAP is like a completely incomprehensible like ideology. It means nothing. But I don't think that's it. Yeah. Stranger things have happened, and I'm not hopiuming. This would be horrible. No, yeah, it would be fucking horrible. It would scar the American conscience for forever, for generations, like forever. However, again, I just don't think. I think it's like it wasn't a civil war in Germany, guys. You know, like we are not. We are in a Germany moment. We are not in a Spain moment. You know, that's just like, and I'm not no historian that can like talk with you about that in depth, but I just don't think we have the resistance. We don't have the resistance yet to do that. Like we don't have, it doesn't exist. And I don't think it's just going to materialize over the next few years or whatever. Unfortunately, I just don't. I think it's gonna be way more like underground. We're just gonna have to protect each other in like very underground ways, and like it'll be railroads, and it'll be like helping people get out and be safe, and you know, maybe a little bit of sabotage at the camps and stuff like that. Like that's what the resistance is gonna look like. It's not gonna look like mass, like a vanguard army, you know, marching on DC, you know. Because again, they have jets. It's gonna be like Fortnite, true. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, Nate King. Okay, that was a good video. That was a sick video. Okay, we're gonna take a little break and just a little short 5 minutes for Twitch streamers bought out by Saudi Arabia. And Dean, we're gonna go into a deep dive, an hour and a half of content about Papuan resistance movement that Boy Boy's friends went and documented. This documentary looks really, really cool. I'm excited for it. But first, let's learn about OTK and the Saudis. Dude, he's gonna go there and be, I don't know, what do you think this trip is gonna be like? Like, you have to understand, this guy only drinks Dr. Pepper. What does that guy do when he's in Saudi? You know, he's gonna be Saudi pilled. I could see that happening, but I still think he's gonna come back and like be like, oh, I am even more racist. Yes, like I think he's gonna be like, no, I was right. Everything I said was correct. You know what I mean? Like, but I also think he's gonna be like, hey, I had a great time. He's just gonna do super rich shit. Yes, that is true too. He's gonna be showered with like, you know, gifts and like experiences and sponsored and everything. Like, but I still think it's just the racism is just gonna exist. Like, he's gonna see one woman in a burqa, you know, and just like be like, yep, every single bit of Islamophobic propaganda I've ever encountered was true, you know. Women don't have to cover anymore in Saudi. Yeah, we're saying, but you will still see them. Like, you know, it's not like it still exists. And I'm not even putting a moral like application on this. I'm just saying it does exist. Like, and he's gonna see it. Like useful explainer from a Saudi chatter, two based. This is a larger problem of the Saudi economy being a rentier entity where the oil pays the bills and the royals act as a money sink to eat up capital to prevent development. So now the Saudis have to basically do proto-planned economy, but in a capitalist way. That's why they do wild projects that fail. That's why the Saudis are buying everything that seems cool on top of the washing. Yeah, I think it's like they want soft power and like cultural influence too, right? Which is not a bad strategy, but you know, it's their internal politics and the hyper capitalist nature of the country's structures, and like that's the issue. And they're not even just their internal politics, their foreign policy and the way that they're treating the rest of the region. Like, I also just want to put this into the context that they just laid off like a fuckload of their workers 5 days before Christmas. And now they're taking these like big money Saudi trips and shit. Like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Wow. No way, Two Base. That's crazy. I actually okay, so I actually did sign a contract to like do a travel show for a very popular YouTuber. I won't say his name. And we were supposed to go to Saudi Arabia, and the trip before Saudi Arabia, he told me that the Saudi government was paying for it. And I said I was not going to go. And I even talked him out of accepting the money. I don't think he actually accepted the money in the end, but I still was like, I don't want to go. I don't like that. I don't like that that's being like talked about. I don't feel comfortable with this anymore. And so I stopped going. So like, I've had so many opportunities to sell out over my entire career. I have lost huge opportunities, burned bridges, lost a fuckload of money just to like just because I have principles. Like it's not a fucking choice. Yeah, like it's just like I won't be able to sleep at night. Like I'm not this way because it's beneficial to me. I'm this way because if I didn't, I would feel like shit. It would make me fucking sad. It would make me not be able to look at myself in the mirror and feel okay. You know? Like, it's not my choice. This is just I don't know. It's just who I am. Like, I can't do that. Like, what's your theory on what's your opinion on the S3 guys? They do Saudi propaganda. I mean, listen, a lot, like, most YouTubers don't even have this like consideration. And when I brought it up to the crew, you know, and I was like, here's why we shouldn't do that. And to be fair, he agreed, but he still went and made, you know, content there. Which I don't think inherently is wrong. Like, I don't think it is like inherently wrong to like go to Saudi Arabia and like showcase that culture and like what's going on there in the world and document it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like the you know, the reason and like the underlying like reason that and like the goal of the project that's like more important to me, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I got many family members that worked there and that work there. They've been mistreated so much. They do hard work that destroyed their shit. Some have hidden kids with those rich Saudi that don't claim them and don't even give them nationality. They've been growing up without citizenship. That's a crazy story. Yeah, I mean, listen, I never went to Saudi, but I went to Oman, and in Oman, it was like, it's like a migrant worker state. You know, like Abu Dhabi, Dubai, those cities literally have like 90% population that's migrant workers. Like it's like these are very weird places. It's like very, very strange. You know, and so yeah, you don't really like. It's kind of rare to like interact with people who are like genuinely locals. Yeah, Philippines, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, yeah, like all over, right? It's just like it's very strange places to physically be in and travel to. Also important distinction that Saudi is a made up name that comes from the Al Saud clan. It's like if the Trumps or Biden called America Bidenian America. Oh, interesting. Because Arabia is like the general like geographic term for the peninsula, right? You know? Yeah. Bro, what the fuck is going on with my alerts today? My alerts are tripping the fuck out. We had a Y2K moment only with my alerts. Has anybody noticed this? Eminence, thank you so much for the tier 1. Sounded like my Russian dad. It was. That's what your Russian dad sounds like when I suck his dick. Okay, we got boy. The boys. The boys are talking about a girl. The fuck? Huh? What the fuck? Just got in. I thought you don't like him, Banana. I mean, he's not my favorite person for sure. He's a little bit of a like gotta be he's a max leftist. You know what I mean? to use Chank's terminology. He's a max leftist, you know. He's a loose cannon, yeah. I don't always agree with him. He's wild a lot of the times. Also, I don't watch a lot of his videos, but I did want to kind of just talk about Asmon and talk about like streamers getting paid to do geopolitics and being way too stupid to understand any of it. Just being pawns in like a big giant geopolitical game. It's so interesting and funny to me. Meanwhile, you have actual leftists who are doing this on the platform too, and genuinely pissing off governments and like doing anti-government stuff. You know, the left should be united, man. It's the worst of times. I just watched this video. What do you want? Fuck that fractionism shit. Well, I'm not allowed to disagree about tactics. He also attacked me. Okay, Bad and Banana attacked me. All right, he has quote tweeted me and been like very fractionist, if you will. Yeah, he's also not an abolitionist, so how are you gonna be out here being the most leftist, leftier than thou, motherfucker, and defend prisons? Like, okay. Also, I've been to West Papua. What up, Jaina? Good. I was hoping you'd explain it. Basically, here's all you need to know. Like, the United States and the government of Indonesia team up to absolutely fuck the indigenous population, and they're doing it for like gold in the hills for natural resources. That's all you need to know. Like indigenous people fighting for their sovereignty and their land rights, and outside Western backed influences just fucking them and using extreme violence and based. I don't understand. It's crazy that like they were able to do so much imperialism. Whoa. They've been doing it now. Listen, it was Bing Crosby then, and it's Asmongold now. It's YouTubers now. Like, it's so interesting. This stuff has always happened. It's Chapel Roan? What? It's like it. So basically, it was the Drake dick pic leak. Somebody leaked it to hurt him, and it only helped him. Yeah. Great film about this is the the act of killing. Really great documentary. I could never watch it on stream for obvious reasons, but it's a beautiful, beautiful, incredibly well made, very interesting film. Yeah, Jakarta Method I've also heard is really good. He's Wario to his Mario. Yep. That's the worst part is that the like genuinely they did the they did a genocide, they did a Holocaust, and then they just kept going. I mean, they just stayed in power. Like they won and then they moved on. And that's like what's so scary about active killing is that he has all these generals and like head figures of who did a genocide. He's like making this film and documenting people who and they're so they won and it's so like settled that he's able to get them to recreate to like film themselves recreating their war crimes. That's the plot of the documentary Act of Killing. It's so unbelievably weird and horrifying. Yeah, in like musicals and like his like lead general, like the executioner, insists on dressing in drag for every like shoot. It's so crazy. Yeah, well, I mean, literally, James Cameron is borrowing from these like guerrilla movements as Avatar. Yeah, it's like it's cheesy to say this is like Avatar. It's more accurate to say Avatar is based on guerrilla movements like this. Yeah, Avatar is 100% a metaphor for colonialism. The politics of Avatar are fucking awesome. They're great. Avatar 2 is awesome. I'm stoked for Avatar 3. It's so sick. Chief Indian pre-watching. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Isn't this literally like a character from like Five Nights at Freddy's or some shit? Dude, Batman, I was the opposite. When 3D was a big moment, I actually like loved 3D. I also like went to a bunch of like 3D film festivals where they were showing like old films made in 3D, because a lot of people don't realize that 3D had like a pretty extensive history, like way before digital media, you know, like in like the 20s and 30s, and then again in like the 50s and 60s and stuff. Like there's a bunch of old monster movies that were filmed in 3D. How old are you? 31? But I was going to like college. I was in film school whenever 3D was like coming out. Also, dude, fucking Jean-Luc Godard made a 3D movie. Love the language. What's it called? Godard 3D movie. Goodbye to Language. Yeah, if you ever get an opportunity to see Goodbye to Language, it's a very, very interesting film. He takes this, you know, it's filmed entirely in 3D. It's a very, very experimental 3D movie. It's fucking sick. It's really cool. If you have like VR and you can watch 3D movies in VR or something like that, I recommend it. Check it out. It's an experience. You can do that, right? You can watch 3D movies in VR. Yo, Dalden710, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Mm. Indonesia is so amazing. I've been to a bunch of Indonesia, and it's like it's such an incredible country. Like the diversity of culture inside of Indonesia from island to island is so breathtaking. It's just really beautiful. You really like get a sense of how broad the like rainbow of like human civilization and culture is, and how different like people can be, even like in the same country, even in the same region, you know, like they're just super, it's so cool. Oh, I love their animation. Oh shit. Oh my god. She has malaria. Holy fuck. Oh fuck. No, but dude, yeah, in Papua New Guinea, in West Papua, like journalists are disappeared. American journalists are disappeared and put into prison all the time. West Papua is one of the most unsafe places in the world for journalism. This is actually really scary. Batman 420, thank you for the sub.
Abolish police. Abolish the police. I'm done. I'm done. It's obsolete. I'm an anarchist.
Yeah, I mean, this is here's an article
fucking police.
that says, like, you know, a journalist, a West Papuan journalist, his house was fucking bombed. You know, there's also this Free West Papua campaign because media freedom and just like doing journalism in West Papua is very, very, very hard. 2018, Indonesian military deported BBC journalist Rebecca Hinchke and her co-reporters Dwiki and Afan Crew from West Papua after they hurt soldiers' feelings when covering the ongoing health crisis. Yeah. In August 2014, two French journalists, Thomas Dendois and Valentin Bourrat, who were reporting on the growing human rights crisis in the Lani Jaya region of West Papua, were arrested and threatened with a 5-year jail sentence and a $40,000 fine. Yeah. Jesus. Oh no. What? Yeah, but two base that directly proves, that's evidence that they were with the OPM, like they were with the resistance groups, which they were. And like I said, doing journalism, especially on that kind of shit in Western Papua, is incredibly dangerous. What? Like they're joking about this, but these are very serious allegations. Like especially if you live in Australia. So like you can never get a flight. Like anytime she leaves Australia, it's a risk. What if your flight has a technical malfunction and has to land in Jakarta? You know? Australia is really fucking far away from everything. I would bet that like most flights have to connect somewhere in Indonesia to get out. And shoot Indonesians? Or Hassan Biker? Wait, too based. Reddit one time released the most Reddit using cities, and one was an Air Force base, and the list was taken down. That's hilarious. It's so shitty that I don't know. Reddit started off as something really beautiful. R.I.P. Aaron Schwartz. Like, Aaron Schwartz would never allow this shit. He would never allow it to be used by the Israeli military and the U.S. military and like all of these like foreign actors using it It's all LLMs and intel officers now. Yeah, for real. Like, it's crazy, especially places like world politics and shit. Oh yeah, world news. That's it. Wait, I kind of missed something. Like, I understand that they're trying to like use the Indonesian like media apparatuses to like make her more of a public figure. They're like, we're gonna lean into this, but what is the goal? Like, what is the payoff? I don't. That's what I don't understand. Wait, what the fuck? Two based? No way. This looks fun as hell. I've never done archery. Don't, Batman. Don't be weird. Just be normal. They're just gonna give this to the Indonesian embassy? Dude, their blasé-ness about this is very, very weird to me. Like, can this be considered like a threat? I'm just dropping off a binder full of articles that say that this woman killed Indonesians, and here's some photos of her aiming an arrow, bow and arrow at the camera. Like, what the fuck? That is not advisable. And again, I still don't really understand the point. I don't understand the point. Like, surely there's more effective things you can do than like make yourself a celebrity for the memes. Yeah, I don't get it. He's not going in that room. He's gonna go in a room? And he's wearing a mic? Like, he's going into an embassy with that kind of like dossier, wearing a microphone. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, what up, Cosmic? Bro, does she seem zooted or is it just me? She seems zooted all the time. She's so everybody is way too chill about this. I thought that's just the mild heat stroke all Australians have. Oh my god, she does have a bunny on her lap. Aw, that's so cute. A tactical Caucasian deployment. True. I mean, once you get the white people fighting for you, it's GG's. Just ask the U.S. Army in Vietnam. That's crazy, Brittle. Do people watch it? What the fuck? I wish he did more translating of the actual like media. You know what I mean? It all feels staged. Yeah, no, it is. That's the point. They staged it, and then they gave it to the Indonesian government to like make her more visible. I guess I just don't understand what that accomplishes. I don't think anybody else does either. It just feels like it's like a YouTube video. Yeah, we're gonna watch this next. We're gonna watch that next. Okay, we're checking this. We're checking the doc out. Very excited to watch this. I've heard a lot about it. I watched like a little bit of it on Carter's stream, but just enough for me to be like, oh, I want to watch this. Yeah. Also, if you guys like I said, I actually went to West Papua. These are all the videos I made there. I was working for a food channel. We were with the Dani people, and then also the Korowai tribe. And then we also did some just like general food videos there where we talked about like Jayapura and West Papua. This is more like a city food or food video, but we also went into like rural areas of the Jayapura region. We have many times, VC. We've watched them a bunch. That's why I don't want to watch them now. Dude. They're just shooting at those planes. Other drones. I hope he covers the Rockefeller. I don't know, Zeef. I've never seen it. Damn, dude, this is crazy. No way. This is so well shot, too. Yo, what up, Video Game Royal? Thank you for the
Happy
tier
New
1.
Year's, comrades.
Happy New Year's, comrades.
Chat, we are in the last hours of Twitch's new discount, so it's a good idea to get multi-month subs right now. They'll be discounted. Your tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 subs are also discounted, and gifted subs of 5 or more will have extra bonus gifted subs thrown in. So you're gambaing every time you give 5, you could get me 10 extra gifted on a 5 bomb. I've seen it. It's happened. This is so good. I'm fucking locked in, dude. Yo, Bungalow Bill.
Marxism is
Wait, holy shit. How much did we just get there? 20 gifted from Bungalow Bill. Thank you so much, dude. And then Valo gifted extra 4 on that. Bungalow Bill, thank you so much. That's so generous. I really appreciate that.
I'm Obama. Ay.
I'm Obama, A. Hype train. Bungalow Bill got to start it off strong. Yeah, I gotta say, like, listen, for our video that we made in Papua, this shit was I have never done anything like that. We hiked 6 hours into the jungle. It looked a lot like this, and it was constant downpour, 100% humidity. Like, these conditions are not to fucking joke about, bro. It was crazy. And then like the Papuans are just walking through it like barefoot. It's like children barefoot, and they're just like running around like they don't care. Did anyone quit because of it? Yeah, me. But it was not because of the trip. I agree, and the trip was cool. It was because we got there and the pre-production didn't get us tents or sleeping bags, so we had to sleep overnight in this with no shelter. So I said, you know what? I'm done risking my life to make you famous, bro. You are not paying me enough to be doing this kind of shit out here, you know? But I still did my job. That video is fucking awesome. Shut the fuck up, JW. Also, what are wellies? Boots? Oh, yeah, you guys like British or something? Mods ban all those people. I'm just kidding. Wait, dude. Wait, he brought a fucking 16. Oh my. Bro, he's shooting 16? He brought a 16 millimeter film camera out into this? I thought that. I mean, I saw that the footage before was like looked like film, but I thought it was like. I thought he was borrowing that footage. Oh, you can't see. Yeah, he's got it. Ari SR2, and it's kitted out too. Oh my god. Wait, is that? Yeah, I think that's an SR2. It's kitted out. He's got the fucking BNC like film to digital direct extension so he can have a monitor on there. Oh my god. Yeah, how? It is heavy. It is heavy. What the fuck? And then you think about the film. Like you're bringing the film, which is also heavy. No. This is. I'll tell you. This is digital. Actually, this could be 16. He's shooting digital and film. This is digital. Is that like a really expensive? No, it's just film. So it's like actually super 16 millimeter. Like, do you guys know what film is? You do, right? So it's like this. Like this is the camera he's using. I mean, it is expensive. Yeah, so with a video tap, so that's exactly what this is basically exactly what he has. So 1,500, 15,000. Yeah. That's crazy. This is what the base of it is, and then you put film, like 16 millimeter film, into the mags here. And so he probably has like 2 or 3 mags. He also has to have a dark tint, like a tint that he can put his arms into and load it, because they have to be loaded in pitch black. So imagine loading a like film into that into this magazine in the middle of the fucking jungle. What's the lifespan of one magazine? It depends on how long you can get. You can either get 100-foot like rolls or 400 feet. 400 feet of 16 millimeter time. Yeah, for 10 minutes of footage and like 400 feet, and 2.5 minutes and 100 feet. So they probably bought a bunch of like 400-foot rolls, and then you have to bring that back and get it developed. All for aesthetic purposes, yes. And like, I'm gonna be honest, you can kind of make it look like you can't make it look just like film, but you can replicate the look of film pretty fucking well with today's cameras. If you're shooting log, like the latitude of both mediums is about the same. It's really just a matter of like getting the color the way that you want it to look. I've shot a shitload of film. I would never choose film for something like this, but it's very sick. I respect it. This is crazy. I really want to. Okay, 2025 stream idea plan. I have a fuckload of 16 millimeter film in my freezer, like probably 1,500 feet at least. And I would love to like rent or borrow a super 16 millimeter camera. And if it had a video out, if we could like stream what the camera's seeing and do like an IRL, I could teach you guys how to light for film. Like I could actually do a really good film class and like just like teach it. And then it'd be cool because we would film something. You know what I mean? We could film something and then get it developed and then watch it on stream later, which would be cool too. We could do like a camera test, lighting test. I think you guys would really like it. You guys would like it. It'd be cool. How much time is 1,500 feet? So that's like 400 mags, right? So probably like 30, 35, 39 minutes. Oh yeah, tofu. That's sick. What's the deal with developing and then digitizing it? So you can't really develop your own like video. Developing video like or like film like moving images is not really like something you can do on your own. You have to like send it to a lab. So I'd have to like send it to a lab. When I shot film in Chicago, there was still a film lab in Chicago, but it closed in like 2013 or 14, I think, and we had to start shipping our film to LA. If you can imagine, I spent like $9,000 making my thesis short. We shot that on 35 millimeter, and I had to put all like this movie I had shot, all the raw footage, like the raw like undeveloped film, I had to put in a box and ship to LA. And then it got developed. They sent me back the negatives, and then we had the negatives scanned. Wait, he has like audio sync too. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Maybe I think this isn't a monitor. I think this is just his phone. And he's like recording. This is just like a second thing for audio. Like the phone is just where he's recording the audio to. So it's like a dual system. I don't think that's connected to the camera at all. Maybe it's listed there. No, I told you exactly what model of camera it was shooting with. He's shooting Super 16 on an ARRI SR2. But he also has a digital camera with him. What? I mean, this is just like every other, you know, every other mass movement like this, or like decolonial force. Like, this is their lives. They live here. They're not going anywhere. The Indonesian government can go home. Yeah, like, you know, like they're just gonna. They have no other option. This is where they've been for thousands of years. So sick. I am kind of curious how do they learn this kind of like military discipline? You know, yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, who trained them? Yeah. Field manuals are public info. You say that like these people have the internet. There's no 4G here, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying is that either it is like a spontaneous development that they've learned is the best way for them to operate over years, you know, decades of military struggle, or yeah, it was brought in and they were trained with it, right? Maple Tiggs. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, if you guys are hanging out here, please go follow Maple Takes. Maple Takes is an awesome new streamer, super based, great guy. What are we watching? We're watching this documentary called Frontier War Inside the West Papuan Liberation Army. Yeah, this is the Doc Boy's friend made, yeah. So we're in West Papua, Indonesia, where indigenous people have been fighting for decades against the Indonesian government, who are backed by the United States, and attempting to, rip the very, very wide breadth of like, God damn it, dude, my brain is fucking fried right now. They're there, like the Indonesia and the United States military want the natural resources of the land of West Papua. A lot of gold, a lot of copper. They do massive mining initiatives all over the island. And the indigenous people want to self-govern, and they don't want to allow that, and they don't want to be exploited and have their riches like ripped out from under them and be bombed, Yeah, that seems pretty. I wonder how he's pulling up those. Like, do they have cell service right there? I didn't have cell service the entire time I was in West Papua. But you do see people with like smartphones. Yeah, maybe. I've never used one. Yeah, Yeah, Zayd's Vietnam's pretty chill. Cuba. You do exclamation point clip, Rizzo. Also, here's the link to the video. Here's the link to the video. I'll pin that. What the fuck? I like that they got like separate translations, because like I think the interpreter that they have here is kind of, you know, he's limited. And this was my experience, and the interpreter we had was also not great. Like his, you know, he it was like very limited definitions, but you know, going having somebody go back and like provide more context is like super super helpful. English is hard, yeah, no doubt. They're defending their material like capitalist interests. They need the gold, they need the copper. And these people want to protect their lands and they want to live safely and, you know, not be exposed to the environmental and like health concerns that are wrapped up in having your land stripped and giant mines like, you know, dotting your landscape and shit. Like, they have every right to decide what happens to their land. I think they're duds, yeah. Oh my god, it looks so good. Chat, look at this. Look what Becca made tonight. Oh. Chicken curry pie. Fucking W girlfriend. W girlfriend. Also, what's going on with my... Why is the top of my camera on the bottom? You see that? Okay, it's fixed. Okay, we fixed it. It's too hot. Now I just had to smell it right now. Just kidding, I'm gonna eat it. Mmm. It's delicious. You like spicy food? Yeah. I see the YouTube channel for this creator only has 2 videos. How'd you hear about them? Yeah, so Boy Boy, who was a streamer on Twitch for a while, he's like in the space, leftist creator on YouTube, just made a video about these two and plugged this documentary they made. Yeah, everybody should go sub. This is really high quality. No, Sound Killer, that's me. That's my name. You're thinking of me, not Boy Boy. Hey, if what you say is true, if what you say is true, then why are you redacting their name? You know? Why are you redacting the name? If you didn't do anything wrong, what are you hiding from? That is an in. Look at this sweatshirt. Oh, those are naturally occurring mortar rounds. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they grow wild. Right, they made them themselves actually in their mortar factory. Their state of the art mortar factory. Hey, wait. I'm trying to read her shirt. Cuban flag. It says Cuba Independence Day, Republica de Cuba. She's also wearing a Cuban shirt. It's so beautiful. I love seeing this. Like, this shit is just as important as talking about the bombings. Like, showing their joy, showing their culture, their love for each other, their solidarity. This is such a good video. This guy's killing it. White Lotus owes these people royalties. True. It's also interesting they keep saying like God. I wonder what they mean by that. Like, is this like leftover like Christianity? Is it like Islam? You know what I mean? Like, I'm curious. Is it their own religion and their own? Well, is Christianity? Yeah. They said no. Oh. Oh. Genuinely question, where do they get the money for their supply? Well, what do you mean? What money, what supply? They get the guns from crashed helicopters, it sounds like. Ammunition's probably the same. They may have some outside, like, supporters. You know, there's a lot of, like, Cuba stuff on people's, like, shirts and stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. There's probably a little bit of that too, also. But the thing is, like, you're not, like, I think more likely it's like what people are talking about, where they're probably like doing more guerrilla shit, where they're taking over bases and looting them, or attacking, you know, like units and like outposts and looting them. Jesus Christ. I'd say, yeah, dude, bombing a fucking civilian population. But unfortunately, guys, the term war crime is now meaningless because the international community has allowed Israel to do it. You understand? Like, we have completely invalidated any kind of international authority. Like, there is no such thing as this anymore. Do you realize that's a thing of the past and what that means for like everyone? With just one of the many things that's like why our world is so scary. Like, we're entering a very, very, very horrifically scary moment. Yo, take care, Keta. Yeah, you're not wrong, Granola. I mean, it all has to do. It has a lot to do with like this concept of like legitimized violence too. You know, like Israel is a legitimate army. Palestinian and Palestinian armed resistance is not legitimate and therefore is like worse inherently for some reason. And yeah, like these are the things that they use to quote unquote like maintain their legitimacy. You know, talking about like war crimes, like shit like that. Like these are things. Oh well, we don't do those things, and that's what makes us legitimate, and that's what allows us to do violence. Oh God, climactic, really? Oh, it was a nightclub? Oh God. Yeah, looks like there's like no info. Damn, you see that thing? I almost missed it. Look at this little guy. What the heck? This guy says, please stop dropping bombs on me. Please stop dropping bombs on me. Please stop digging my land up. I live here. Oh, hell yeah. We're having wild boar. Pork is on the menu, baby. Let's go. Oh my god. Okay, don't do that. Wait. Wait, why'd you put your foot on it? Some boot flavor. We did this. We did this exact same thing. Here, I'll show you. Look. See? They cover the... Where's the part where they actually put it in? I feel like we skipped it or something. I don't know. I can't find it. But is this it? Oh yeah, here we go. So I filmed this in West Papua. I don't know how close they are, but... Yeah. Same style of cooking. Oh my god. Over the last several years, we have allowed radical Islam to regain its footing in places like Afghanistan. That inevitably leads to inspired attacks against our homeland and that of our allies. To protect America, we have to keep radical Islam beaten down throughout the war. If not, we will pay a heavy price at home. That's what he sounds like. He said, it's a lot easier to fight a war when you don't have a bitch in your ear. True. Semen retention. I mean, more realistically, it is like probably more accurate or like more so that like the women will that like in relationships, you know, being with your partner the night before a fight makes people more likely to not fight. You know, like they're like, wait, I have too much to lose. I'm not like, you know, people are like, I'm not gonna go fight because I don't want to, because I'm in love. And my girlfriend convinced me. Post nut clarity, true. Oh my god. Were those the lyrics to the song? Yeah, okay, good. My god.
After he dead.
He died.
He died.
And these are some graves.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't pursue it.
And that's a body.
Yeah. Just a body.
Another body. And these did he die from starvation or wound from
They
bomb?
throw the bomb.
He died from bomb. Bomb.
Laten bomb doen dan gaan bommen. They throw the bomb and this what these chemicals or what?
Yeah,
chemicals go and then just consider the nose.
Really?
Yeah.
The chemicals from the bomb made him sick.
The first time they throwing is the people is not dying, but they throw in this chemical up between 1 month later or 2 months. There people is dying.
2 months later.
2 months later.
One thing I do want to kind of point out with this documentary is how accommodating they're being to Western media. I mean, to him, because like they just like journalists just don't document this shit. Like nobody is telling this story. Nobody cares. Nobody's like pushing for this. You know, like for these people, they just exist, and so they know like they need international support, and they don't get this very often. So like, you know, like they set up a press conference. They're doing all of those like those military exercises and stuff like just for him, just because they understand that their struggle is like not supported by the international world, and it could be maybe, you know, but they have to like do stuff like this to get it support.
The people is dying.
What does it look like? What's this chemical?
Like dust.
Dust.
Yeah, that's like big one. So it's coming like dust.
Coming like clouds of dust.
Yes.
These claims of sickness and poisoning were flagged by the few messages sent out from the mountains via church sources in the years since the bombings. This message from October 2023 contains pictures of corpses and graves and states,
Yeah, we watched it before this.
the two children died because there was no access to hospitals and also no medical assistance in the refugee areas from the start of the conflict until October 2023. Refugees in Kiwi Rock were sick, coughing and bleeding according to the information we received, possibly from the mortar smoke in the fire. The impact is starting to impact parents and children. The two children who died experienced symptoms of coughing blood that would not stop continuously and had to exhale, and when they coughed out blood. The allegations surrounding poisoning are very hard to substantiate, but these witnesses are not lying. Something has happened. Time and time again, I've had my doubts about what sounds like far-fetched testimony about drones, snipers, and rockets. Yet every single time, the witnesses have been proven correct. It might not be poisoning, but it's still undeniable that a great deal of people have died in mysterious circumstances since the Kiwi Rock bombings. Bombings that Indonesia said didn't happen. And I still haven't identified the grenade cartridge and tail fins, possible evidence supporting the poisoning allegation. To do so, I'll need to get them out of Papua and back to Australia.
Tofu, I messaged you on Discord, by the way. Check your Discord.
Landing back in the outside world, we are immediately greeted by the Papua New Guinea police force, who after some negotiating say they just want to drive us from the missionary plane terminal to the main commercial airport. The only issue is, those buildings are 20 metres apart. After loading us up into the back of the open-air police truck under obviously false pretences, we speed down towards the town's main police station, where we are questioned and our bags containing a bunch of evidence from the bombing searched. I don't know how this happened, but the police somehow didn't find the grenade cartridge and rocket shrapnel in our bags, so after more negotiating, they agree to let Kirsten and I go. They drive us back to the airport. We then fly to Moresby, but are again detained and questioned by immigration, being released just in time to make our flight. Since returning to Australia, I've shown the plastic tail fins to multiple weapons experts, and speculation has ranged from them being the stabilising fins of an improvised chemical bomb, or the fins from a high explosive incendiary. So far, I've found nothing conclusive, but the use of phosphorus seems quite possible. In 2018, journalists Mark Davis and John Martinkus reported that security forces potentially deployed white phosphorus in Nduga to forceful denials from Indonesia. The 40mm grenade cartridge from Kiwi Rock is very similar in appearance to some of the cartridges that accompanied those reports. It is also identical to certain 40mm Pindad high explosive grenades. I got some limited chemical testing of the munitions done, looking for phosphorus in particular.
Jesus.
It was a long shot as phosphorus disappears into the environment very quickly, and these munitions have been left in the Rainy Star Mountains since their use 3 years ago. As expected, the results were also inconclusive. Although recently declassified cables from Australia's Department of Foreign Affairs confirmed that as early as 1978, Indonesia was deploying plastic phosphorus bombs in Papua. Ironically, these cables were speculating that Indonesia was open about their use of phosphorus and for their use of, quote, high explosive rockets and possibly even bombs.
Saya mau tanya kepada PBB bahwa apakah dari 36 Kodam ini sudah punya heli, sudah punya kamera drone, maka dari Indonesia kas turun bom dengan melalui helikopter dan melalui kamera drone kepada kami TPNPB dan juga pemukiman warga begitu. Saya tanya kepada pihak PBB begitu. Jadi tolong jelaskan. Papua? Papua?
Unfortunately for Lamek and the Nyalam Kupal people, the UN won't explain, nor will Indonesia, nor will the foreign weapons companies profiting from West Papua's obliteration. Like the American Indian Wars or Australia's frontier wars, this is an asymmetrical war, a war waged by an industrial power eager to exploit the riches of its frontier against tribes, a war that has been heading in one direction.
Did he die after Kiwi Rock starvation? Starvation?
Bilan Taplo. Yeah, his son. He's died.
He died.
Damn.
After Kiwi Rock?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This is your son?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Did he die from starvation or
from after this
sickness?
Sickness. From maybe boom or maybe.
There's something else going on.
Yeah.
Smoke.
From the smoke.
Smoke.
If the children in Kiwi Rock survive the artificial famine, if they survive whatever illness the bombings induced, they will be trained on bows and arrows. The fiercest of them will soon graduate to assault rifles. They will make their last stand against history. Maybe they will take a hostage. Maybe they'll burn some buildings. Maybe they'll shoot some aircraft from the sky. Maybe their ancestors will pull the aircraft down for them. Or maybe they will die because an algorithm, loaded into a drone from China, sent to the mountains by Jakarta, determined that they were the wrong speck in the grass.
Damn. Incredible. What a film.
Thank you for watching.
Oh, we're not done.
Fairly bleak documentary, but we don't want it to be impotently bleak. So there are some things you can do that we're going to request of you if you want. First off, we've partnered kind of up with PNG Trust. They helped us do this documentary in the first place. They're an NGO based in Papua New Guinea, and they're planning on hopefully getting some supplies into the Star Mountains, like food, rice, communications equipment, some literacy training and medical assistance, just so people can better document what's happening to them and also just eat, because you probably saw in the documentary the kids there.
Oh, thank you, Prodigy.
Got bloated bellies, which is a sign of protein malnutrition. So we've linked that fundraiser in the description. So if you want to help out, that'd be hopefully we can do something and raise some money and bring some supplies in. Other things you can do is stay abreast of the situation, subscribe to Paradise Broadcasting. We're seem to be the only outlet that really does this story. We've got a national.
You should subscribe.
That's more interested in spending millions a year producing slop investigative journalism. And then there's other things you can do to support West Papua.
Yeah, you can just show your support by writing comments, by writing to your MPs, and just following the story. And especially right now, it's really important that we keep an eye on what's going on in West Papua and don't let Indonesia silence the situation there, because with the recent election of Prabowo Subianto as the new president, he said he's going to be increasing the military operations through West Papua, and so it's really quite a scary time.
Just where we were very close, they've just done a military operation, and we're getting pictures of IDPs in Oxop right now. So all the more reason to donate to PNG Trust if you want to. I don't know, we'll try get stuff in there. Yeah, it's really, I don't know, it's bleak. Also, just quickly, if you have any theories about maybe what the red tail fins are or anything in this video or any tips, you can email me. I've put my email in the description. Yeah, thank you for watching.
Great film. Really, really, really special. Beautiful, beautiful project. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Chat, I have please help support that. I also have one more thing to ask of you tonight, chat. Many of you in this community are like me, and you fucking love Tofu Ghost, and we love and we care about Tofu Ghost so much. If you know Tofu hasn't been streaming lately, and she just put out this tweet. If you guys could signal boost this tweet, I would really, really appreciate it. And also just like, just show some love. We got to support each other. So here's Tofu's tweet. She said, held off as long as I could, hoping I wouldn't have to, but it's time I throw it out there. A few things happened recently that made me not able to stream for the past 2 months, and I've had to take my safety more seriously. Twitch is my main income, and I've run through my savings. I'm hoping to be back full-time hopefully this week, but until then, a bitch is completely broke. If you have the means to and would like to support, my Venmo is at Tofu Ghost with a 0, and the tip link is right here. I'm gonna drop that. Also, if you guys can spare some for the holiday season, maybe you got it. Maybe you got a good, a good end of the year bonus or something like that. Supporting Tofu is a great way to spend your money. We gotta support each other, and we fucking love Tofu, and we can't wait. Whenever she wants to come back, we're gonna support her, and we're gonna be there, and we're gonna be ready, and whatever timing that takes, So please go support Tofu. Please do that for me. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I am very tired right now. I'm gonna end it early. I'm sorry, I know I talked about doing Smash Bros. We'll save that for the rest of the week. We got a lot to do this week. There's gonna be like fucking fun reacts this week unless a big news story happens. We're just gonna do more like reacts and convos like this, I think. So we're just gonna be chilling. But I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed early because I want to. Thank you for all the love, guys. Please go show some love to whoever we raid here. Let's raid Squiggles the Duck. How about that? Everybody go follow Squiggles. Squiggles is playing Marvel Rivals. Never played it, but you're gonna have a good time. Okay, we're out. See you guys. I will be with you tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow. Actually, I might be live late tomorrow because I work tomorrow night. But I think I'd be done around like 7 or 8. Okay? But anyway, take care.